My name is Christopher, and this is my story. Most of my adult life was in uniform. 20 plus years, Air Force, and I loved it. I loved the sense of purpose, the overwhelming camaraderie, traveling across the globe. But what I loved most was the training. The training tapped into the potential I didn't even know I had, and I thrived. However, what most service members face is the high ops tempo, and it was brutal. Long deployments, TDYs, training to deploy, admin responsibilities, self-improvement, volunteering, taking care of your people, all while leading from the front. And for some, still had to raise a family. And it wasn't until I retired that I realized I'd suppressed decades of stress-related trauma. Decades. See, here's what they don't prepare you for. What happens when the ops tempo stops, when the mission ends? For me, I was completely lost. I retired with severe mental and physical ailments. I thought I was strong enough to handle it on my own, and I spiraled quickly. So I took action, sought help through the VA, and look, I'm grateful for the VA, but the reality, high caseloads, constant therapist turnover, starting over, telling my story over and over again, it was super frustrating, exhausting, and frankly, quite pointless. And after years of passing the baton from one therapist to the next, I realized I hadn't fucking moved the needle. And I wanted better. I felt I deserved better. And this year was tough. I lost my mom to heart disease. My father and grandmother both had a stroke. And I was at my breaking point. So I pivoted. I broke the cycle of managing symptoms through cognitive behavioral therapy and medication and found a different method, somatic healing. This form of healing empowered me to take back control of my life by figuring out the root cause of not only what I was experiencing, but why it was happening. So instead of managing, I learned how to listen to my body. And it started by recognizing what was on the end of my fucking fork. And I immediately changed my diet. Within the first 2 weeks, my ailments that I had for years began to subside. Week after week, my health improved. Inflammation gone. My body started to heal itself. I went to 4 to 5 hours of restless sleep to solid 6 to 7 hours. Better sleep removed the brain fog, and that opened the door to tap back into that potential that I had been suppressing for so many years. Nowadays, I don't know what 53 is supposed to look like, but it feels pretty fucking good. My mom used to tell me, mijo, if you change the way you look at things, the more things begin to change. If you take the fear out of that change, you can accomplish anything. And it was that fire that I needed to commit. And if you're tired of being tired, if you're tired of managing fucking symptoms with little results and ready to commit and pivot into something that empowers you to take back control of your health and well-being, you need to fucking contact Natalie at Enrooted Life. She'll meet you where you're at and guide you along the way. You see, one of the beautiful things about this holistic approach of healing is that it's designed to produce results by positioning you to become self-sufficient and not rely on years of treatment. No longer relying on medications and other coping mechanisms. And for me, it was work. So with all that being said, Natalie, I thank you from the bottom of my heart as you've truly saved my life. At Enrooted Life, their motto is, root here, rise up. And I'm happy to say that I'm here for it. Thank you.